Hey, good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're having a great Friday morning. I know it's cold outside there this morning, but it's going to be a beautiful day. So I hope that you have plans to get up, finish your homework, and then go outside and play because it's going to be beautiful. Anyway, I hope you've had a good sleep. Let's talk about our homework today. We did a lot of new things this week. So we started talking about our word families, or at word families. So these are words that end with the at sound, the AT, those letters, and that make that one sound at. And so we've been talking about cat and rat and sat and pat and fat and bat, and we've been reading those words, we've been practice writing those words, and we're going to continue on for one more week with that. So in our words this week were was and yes, and we talked about our vibe. Our vibe this week was my effort is most important, and I think that in so many parts of our day that is true, and so we are not concerned about what somebody is doing next to us. It's our effort, it's the work that we're putting into our assignments that's most important. So let's take a look at our homework. I've got it right here. And a lot of it is a lot like what we do in class. It's just another way of thinking about it. So when I take a look, and I'm going to write in a different color here. When we take a look at this first one, and we want to write, it says lucky numbers. Look at the number in the pot, write the number that comes before and after. So we do this every week when we do our one number, and that we decompose it and we talk about what number comes before, what number comes after. So if I'm looking at number 4 right here, the new thing is that we've never done it with teen numbers, so that might be a little bit hard. But boys and girls, it's the same idea. So if I take a look at number 4 here, and I've got a set of numbers up above to help me. So I circle number 4, and I know that before, the number that comes before is 1 less. That's 1 less. So if I have 4 and I want to find what number comes before the number 4, I'm going to be thinking about what number is 1 less. And that takes me to number 3. And then I'm going to go back to number 4, and I'm going to look at where I circled, and I want to be thinking 1 more. So I'm going to go the other direction. I'm going 1 more. And so when I do that, I have number 5, okay? And so you're going to go ahead and do that all the way through. The teen numbers, don't let them trick you. Don't let them trick you. They're just numbers like everything else, okay? They're not any more difficult than the numbers we've been learning. The next page is colorful subtraction. So you have to cut out the the horseshoes, and glue them under the rainbow with the correct subtraction equation. Boys and girls, what does subtraction mean? Can you remember what subtraction means? Subtraction means take away. Minus means take away. Subtraction means take away. So we have to be thinking that before we even stop to solve it. So when I'm taking a look at 6, subtract 2, or I can say 6, take away 2. When I say 6, take away 2, I already have sort of a picture in my mind that I need to draw. You know, I like to draw the circles. So I'm going to draw 6 circles, and I know that I have to take away 2 because that's what I just read. Okay, so I'm going to start on my rainbow, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take away 2, and when we take away, we cross out. Okay, so that's very much how that looks. And then I count how many that I have left, how many are still there. And you can see, you can count, or you can subbatize that I have 4. So you're going to cut out these numbers, or you can write them in. If we don't have scissors and glue at home, you just write in the answer. Okay? So that would be 4 for sure. I'm not going to cut them out. Okay? Excuse me, I got runny noses this morning. It's allergies, the weather warming up. All the pollen and the grass in the air. Goodness sakes. Now this one is going to be a little different because we haven't yet talked about 3D shapes. So in some ways I kind of like it when we do these things in homework because it's an introduction to us. So it's us sort of trying to figure it out on our own before we even have learned it in class. And we have talked about how 3D shapes they're thick, right? They have something to them. They're not just flat. They have some depth to them. They're thick, okay? So take a look at these. I still think you're going to be able to do it really well. You're going to match the shapes with the 3D shapes. We have a cube, we have a cylinder, we have a cone, and we have a sphere, And you can think of a sphere like a basketball, right? I want you to take a look at these shapes and see if you can match them with their 3D partner. I think you can. I think you can. We will talk about 3D shapes. We just haven't done it yet. One of the, well, this is the rainbow digraphs. And we have already talked about the digraph TH, and that TH can make two sounds. So it can make the th sound or the th sound. And we know that a digraph is when two letters are put together to make one sound, just like in math with our number partners, where we get two numbers put together to make one. So we have done a lot of work with our th or our th sound, okay? But what I want you to do is to, and I think that's the hardest one. That's why we started with that one, because it's the hardest. But we have a sh, th, or th, and we have ch. So I want you to try to, let's name our pictures down below. We have a chair, we have ship, we have a thermos, we have a chick, shovel, thumb. So boys and girls, you say the names of the pictures, and when you hear that beginning sound, it's the beginning sound that will be a sh, th, or ch. And you figure out where it goes, okay? Digraphs, when we learn about digraphs, they help us to read. They're just secret ways of decoding words to help us read. So this is what you're going to say it, build it, write it, okay? So these are our CVC words. And I know that in class we talk about how letters on countdown they're black letters are consonants. If they're red letters, they're vowels, and we're very good about seeing that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take one consonant, one vowel, and another consonant, and we're going to put them together as a word. But they've given us the pictures already. We just have to build the word. And for this, you need the back page. This page right here. You only need one set of letter, not both of them. And you're going to build the word. So if we say log, log, think about each one of those sounds. Your beginning sound, log, that roller coaster sound, ah, 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 and our caboose sound, the very ending sound is that g, g, log. And so you're going to take the letters on the other page, and you're going to have to find the right letters, and you're going to glue them or paste them on or tape them on. If you don't have scissors or glue at home, you can write them in, okay? And over here, you're actually going to write them together. So we're going to cut and glue onto this part here, and then we're going to use a crayon, a pencil, a pen, whatever we have available to us to write the word there. So we have log, it says say it, so make sure that you're saying it when you see it. Log, bed, gum, map. Those are all words that I know you can hear, and if you try really hard that you can hear each one of those sounds and do the best you can. I believe you can do it. Now the very last one is always sort of a reading or writing, it's a writing page, and this time you actually get to draw. So that's kind of fun. It says, let's read. Read the sentences, circle the two rhyming words, and draw a picture to go with the sentences. So remember, rhyming words are words that sound the same, okay? So I see my bed. It is red. What two words sound very close together? I see my bed. It is red. Red and bed sound very much alike, and so I'm gonna circle those. And boys and girls, now that we're talking about vowels and consonants and we're really paying attention to the letters, I'll tell you a little clue that these rhyming words, they always end the same. They usually have the last couple letters, the last two letters are the same. So that can be a clue too. If you have a hard time hearing the rhyme, look at those words. Which words have letters in common? Which words have letters that are the same? Okay? And then over here, it says, I see my bed, it is red. Well, then you need to draw it, okay? So you're gonna draw something that looks like a red bed, okay? And that's it, boys and girls. Those are our homework assignments for today. I know some of you were coming in today. I'm excited about that. We had a really busy week. We actually got through a lot this week, and I have big plans for us to get through a lot next week. So now that we're talking about word families, there's just so much now open and available to us, and we are reading every day in class. We are reading along with our word families. We're reading poems, we're reading short little passages, and we're building on that comprehension skill. So anyway, I'm proud of how we're doing. I'm proud of how we did this week. It's very good to be back in the classroom. And I hope you guys all have a really fantastic Friday. And if I don't get to see you today in class, have just a magical, wonderful weekend. Okay? And I'll see you on Monday. All right. Have a good weekend.